Hello then, folks. Welcome. It's the German Cup final today. We're going to have some fun. Let's play. Always. I'll tell you what, these jingles are getting worse. Welcome, that's a Glory Hunter with me, DoctorBenjy FM. I don't know what that is. Let's play then, shall we? It's the day we've all been waiting for. It's Liverpool versus MUFC. Man UFC. That's right. Current holders Arsenal did not make it to this point in the competition, so it's time for us to do the business. But how did we get to the final? You all were probably wondering. So, there it is then. For some reason, the Community Shield's there as well. Peterborough, Chelsea, Arsenal, Leeds, all beaten. And I think it's fair to say some tough opposition within that. And then United today then. This is a final that doesn't count. Remember that. Doesn't count towards Glory Hunter. But if we count it as the German Cup final, which many of you are saying is a joke that's run its course, then fair enough. But what it will show is the winning attitude we've got this season. If you bring back all the competitions just a moment then, you can see we're still very much in the mix for all of them. And that would be the FA Cup, the Community Shield, the Champions League, or the League. We've not actually played a game since we last met, so Arsenal still have that 3 points advantage over us as we then today play Manchester United. Let's see if we can win the game comfortably without stress, right? Never. The team for this one then is a team that you're getting very familiar with. Kelleher will be in goal as Alisson still injured. Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back. Andy Robertson at left back. Virgil van Dijk. And is it Martin? I want to call him Martin. Milan Skriniar. It wouldn't be Martin because he's not from, I don't know, Devon. Salcido and Fabinho in the centre. Then Javier at one side. Sadio Mane the other. With Erling Haaland and Ezekiel Alfonso up front. Anything is possible. The boys are fit, raring and ready to go as we are just a couple of days away from this. Now, if I had to make a prediction, as I'm not going to do the press conference, if I had to make a prediction, I do think on paper R11 is stronger than R11. So in theory, in a cup final, actually I say that because obviously we've got an injury to, Alisson, is Kelleher good enough? I think because of what we've got outfield, especially in attack, right, those two boys up front, we talked about them last episode, they destroyed Sporting yesterday. Hopefully they'll do a similar thing today as a little bit of league action for us there. And oh my word, in a big game, Harry Kane and Jack Grealish have overcome Arsenal. Grealish has left City and gone to Tottenham for £18.25 million. It's a move that everyone thought was going to happen once upon a time, Grealish to Tottenham. It finally has. And it gives us a chance maybe to get back in there. If I'm not mistaken, we play Arsenal after our next game against Sporting. Now, I did say that game wouldn't be as impactful, but it's the Arsenal City games are probably where we'll come to next time. But very exciting to see that Arsenal dropped points just then versus Tottenham. It keeps the race alive. And again, this is about building a winning culture, going to a team and achieving something. And if we can do that in this game right now, then who knows where the future lies. Of course, I said this yesterday, like the next episode is going to be just as exciting, but I'd love to get this over the line. Here we are then. As the games begin, their side, Adeyemi is up front, of course, a former friend of ours. Coensao is there as well. They've got Demir and Rashford, Pogba, Fernandes. It's still quite familiar looking at the lineup down there. Harry Maguire, Fofana. I don't know where Varane is in all of this. Of course, we're quite far into the future now. As we commit the team then, submit the team, all those things. Let's see who is playing then for United in this cup final. You expect it to be their best 11. The bench, Varane's on the bench with Wan-Bissaka. Leao's there as well, of course, as well as a few other names that I'm sure you're familiar with, as well as I suspect a few regens in there as well, but some familiar faces in that lineup. Let's see then, can we do the business? I hope so. Our boys, if they go out and do their job, we've got a chance. Of course, at Wembley Stadium, Adeyemi was a star for me at Milan before he was snatched away by United. It's fair to say he's had an okay career over there. Never quite reached the heights. Maybe for that first year he did, but never quite reached the heights that he did for me. Maybe we'll see him again in the future. He's a player that's still young enough to be seen. As you can see me in my purple suit there, storming out of the tunnel. And here we have it. Manchester United versus Liverpool. Two of the biggest teams, not just in England, but in the world, battling it out for a League Cup where they both belong, of course, in finals, not in the League Cup. As Harry Maguire is dribbling it forward, the ball forward towards Dest. Sergio Dest now playing for Manchester United. Again, it gives you a good indication of where United are as a team based upon the players that they've got at their disposal. As Maguire's ball forward is really, really good. Dangerous plays. Adeyemi. The shot's blocked, and Kelleher can only palm it into the side of the net as Yusuf Demir slams home. Adeyemi was denied just before that. It's a brilliant finish finish, you've got to say. And I say brilliant. Could the keeper have done better here? I guess we'll see. It was Harry Maguire, though, that made the movement out towards Cohen Scow. I've called him Consti Cow for about 2 years, knowing that that's not his name, not the name of his father. I don't know what's happened to me. He's got about 4 brothers as well. Demir with a goal then. Kelleher on second look probably could have done slightly better, as we will have to encourage our team. And this kind of goes back to what we've said before, viewers, of are we good enough in this formation against better sides? I think we'd all agree, the two of us still watching this, that, you know what, maybe it's not as good as it could be against some of the other teams. But again, the attacking two there of Haaland and Alfonso could be very, very dangerous. And of course, the way Elliott and Mane are to cut off the space centrally, it might be okay. Defensively as well, it's still pretty strong. You've got that defensive core and defensive 4, as if it wasn't meant to rhyme. I'm not too worried about it. It's about creating chances, this tactic, not necessarily about having like strong control of a football match. But do you need that in some of these games? And maybe later in this game, it'll be time to change it up and to maybe play a defensive midfielder in there, maybe bring Henderson on and take off the likes of Alfonso and keep Haaland up there as the force on his own, as that ball out wide wasn't very good. Virgil van Dijk, though, keeping it comfortable for now. He's got lots of options ahead of him. It sort of sets as a 4-4-2 to begin with. There's that front two though. Alfonso, it's a big chance. Mane, it's an open goal for Mane. Oh, De Gea does amazingly well. If I look at that in 2D, I'll lose my mind. I suspect he travelled back to that position extremely quickly. But that was decent from us. And since their goal, I dare say we've had slightly more of the play. As we're racing forward now, centrally, towards Haaland. He's just about inside the penalty area. We'll take a penalty kick all day long as Alfonso. It's a good effort on that left foot coming across the ball. Can't quite get it on target. As another highlight. Look, they're frequently happening now. As we're back underway again, Mane inside to Haaland. Can he link up again with the front man? Alfonso's there, goes for goal himself. It's a big save, and the chances are raining down right now on United as they just about clear this up. Although they're taking their time. It was very, very confident football at the back there. As we get towards half time, then I don't think we've played too badly. We've obviously created a fair amount. Our XG is slightly higher, and the passes United are having though is proving to be difficult. But again, the way in which we play, we're prepared to give up possession. I think I'd say to show me something else. We've played okay. I think we'll just say, I know this is a rivalry and they're good, so keep working hard and you can win this. I think that's not exactly motivated anybody. So I'm going to tell them they weren't quite good enough and that there's more from them. And hopefully that inspires and motivates them a little bit. But right now, we are 1-0 down. So we'll just take our time with this a little bit. Again, consider any changes. Mane and Elliott right now having really, really poor games to the point where I think, because of the way in which we're playing, I'm going to switch them up as winger supports and create a little bit more width in possession. We already play like a relatively wide system, but we're going to go even wider with them. And let's just see, can we try and make something happen? Maybe those overlaps can be a little bit more impactful now as well, as we haven't got that long before this game will have run away from us, as it goes down to the hands of Kelleher. And now then, after 65 minutes, this is where we're hoping to build something as Mane picks it up this time. Still driving inside, actually. Lovely ball forward towards Haaland if he can get there. De Gea comes to claim. Really smart goalkeeping. De Gea won't be as quick or as agile as he once was, but that was particularly good as he rolls it out to Harry Maguire. Again, not a cup final that matters, thankfully, in terms of Glory Hunter, but again, as I said at the start of the episode, really, one that we would like to win, as it goes all the way through to Kelleher, who has dived that ball like his family are in attendance, as Skriniar back to, or across to, Alexander-Arnold. Fabinho now looking for the run of Haaland. If he can beat his man, knocks it down brilliantly. Alfonso's in on goal. Oh, and it's a goalkeeping error, similar to Kelleher's, just didn't get enough of his hands on the ball. And Alfonso, the big money signing from Bayern Munich, scores a lovely goal, it must be said. Fabinho, ball through. Haaland here, it's brilliant target man play almost. And that finish from Alfonso, oh, I'll tell you what, as much as I enjoyed the finish, De Gea should do so much better. Both keepers will feel as if it should be 0-0, but we'll take the goal. And can we drive forward now? 20 minutes to go. Are this team good enough? I'll tell you what, Mane and Harvey Elliott, both of which having shocking games right now. I'm going to get both of them off as a result. Darwin Núñez is going to come on as a winger on one side. Jesus is going to come on as the inside forward on this. I'm actually going to push Núñez on as well. I think that might be the way. Oh, actually, do you know what? I'm thinking something else. I think Alfonso's going to play him behind. We're going to have sort of a bit of a dominant or maybe some might argue too many players on that side. We're going to offset Haaland through the centre and have Alphonso be the playmaker just behind, with Nunes now going to be a real force. It almost becomes a 3 offensively, and because we've got that defensive or that attacking midfielder just ahead, again a 3 in midfield as well as De Gea picks it up. Hopefully we don't lose our balance, but again, we're sort of leaving Trent, that alleyway, that gully on the right hand side, so it might be okay. Again, moving Haaland across might be dangerous, but it's a move I'm prepared to make, as the ball forward there to Rashford has me nervous. I won't lie to you, as Trent's going to have to do some defending here as the ball's forced back to Pogba. The first time really we've seen United come into this game, and it's the first time I'm now regretting making the changes that I've made. Again, we've got another sub. We can always twist it around a little bit. We move Nunes to the more central role. As Rashford's powered it in, no one's really moving. It might be offside. We'll check it out. First thought, I didn't think it was. I thought it was a goal. The goal's been awarded. Okay, viewers, I am bottling my decision to change the system up to try and make something happen immediately. We're going to put Nunes back on that right-hand side. Alfonso's going to stay through the centre, and Nunes is going to become a winger attack on this side. Let's see then. We just performance-wise, we're getting nothing out of Mane or out of Harvey Elliott, so we've had to change it up. We need something pretty magical to happen right now, and we've not got long to make that thing happen. Just debating whether you bring the experience of Jordan Henderson on. That is maybe the only move I think that makes any kind of sense right now, for maybe Fabinho in the middle. I think we're going to do it. Henderson's going to play deep line playmaker. We're going to make Salcido the box-to-box, and I'm going to move on the fullbacks. We're going to start making a little bit more of this if we can. Look for those overlaps a little bit more. Play out a little bit more direct, higher tempo. Let's see then. 4 minutes. We're going to have to hope for something, as it's not seemingly happening. Well, the highlights are none, right, basically. We're seeing nothing. A full... I don't want to watch it. It doesn't matter. Well, the hunt for the German Cup, viewers, continues. And as we were getting ourselves in the game and being quite dominant throughout, and then changing to a wider system, I decided to go back to an inside forward on the left-hand side and mess about with what was actually working quite well with that front two. And as a result, I've just written a lot of your comments by talking out loud and realising what I've done. If it works, I act like a genius. When it loses, I'm the fool. United beat us. I've told them I can't accept the result. I think that... Do you know what, viewers? I hate to say this. I think that might be on... I think that might be on me. Well, that's a case of what could have been had I not panicked and just let the boys play what was quite clearly working. Was he definitely onside? We should probably check that. Is he definitely on? We should probably just check that he's definitely on. He would be on, right? I'm grasping, viewers. I'm grasping at straws if that wasn't obvious already. Sideline cam. I mean, okay, that's not the ball through. We're just going to wait to see if he's definitely onside. I mean, he was definitely onside. The ball's played across. I mean, yeah, he's well on, and it's a great finish. And well, oh dear. Well, there we have it. Our first, if this is going to be a season of that, goodness me, I'm not sure I'm ready for it. Runners up in the competition, having dominated it largely, taking Alfonso and sticking him at shadow striker was a work of art, viewers. Oh god, and we've lost to United. 10 games to go in the Premier League. We're in still very much in the Champions League and expected to go through, I might add. Tomorrow's episode then is kind of for the league anyway. I will say we're going to play Brentford, but I do expect to beat them. Please beat them. We'll be Arsenal and Manchester City. 2 away games there that basically define our whole season. City are having an okay season in 4th, but again, are sort of battling for that 4th place. Arsenal versus ourselves could be crucial. There's quite a few games in between that. And again, we'll get to sort of the business end of the FA Cup. I think the plan was to be here for a few years, but the way it's going right now, we're still on for this. We're still on for this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Was that a Benji masterclass? You know what I mean by that. Take care, everybody. Until next time. Oh, so stupid. You stupid idiot. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more. And that was moronic. And I've let myself down.